What's going on, guys? So today we're doing something a little different. Now, one of the things that a lot of guys have been starting lately is building the Altoids Survival Tins. And frankly, I figured I'd give it a go, see how much crap I could really fit in here. So the one thing is pretty standard right off the bat. You have a mid-size Ranger band, or what it really is, a piece of inner tube wrapped around the outside to help keep things closed. Now, that's not only going to be good for keeping it sealed, but it actually can help as a form of a fire starter as well. So once we open this up, we have a few things we'll notice. So first off, we have just a piece of cotton that's kind of a mess at this point. Good little piece of tinder, great for starting fires, and but doesn't really stay the neatest when it's in the tin. Next up, we have a Bic lighter insert. So I did cut that down so it actually would fit, but you do have a little bit of a something to write with. Now behind all of this electrical tape, we actually have three utility knife razor blades. So once you peel that off, you'll actually have three blades there, so you can actually cut and have little spare blades. In this little cube, we actually have another piece of cotton, but inside that I've also included a decent amount of Vaseline as well, so that actually works as a great little fire starter. I'd probably peel off all the tape because it's probably gonna have a lot of chemicals burning, and it's not really great for your lungs, so I'd probably pull that off if I were to actually use this. Next up, we have a miniature Bic lighter, and again wrapped in a lot of electrical tape, but underneath that I got about 50 feet of 20-pound test fishing line. And once it's wrapped up in there, the lighter still works fine and it keeps things nice and compact. Out in the front, we have a small El Cheapo ferro rod, but it does work well, it does strike a spark, and it does light a fire. Now, this is what's probably going to surprise the most people. This is actually a Victorinox Farmer in the Alox edition, and that's actually a nice knife to fit in such a small package because it does have a very usable saw in the front. Also has a full-size knife blade in here. You also have the awl, which personally I love as a striker for a ferro rod because it throws very nice sparks. You have the can opener and flathead screwdriver, and the can opener, as well as the miniature screwdriver there. Now I believe one of these also has a wire stripper on there. Yep, and that's actually going to be on the can opener as well. Personally, I've never used it, never tried to, but I do know that it is there. Now, that's probably about as good as you're really going to get into a small tin like this, because this really is maxed out and it doesn't even fit if you put it in the wrong direction. You actually have to put it in an angle and then twist it in to actually get it past the edge of the tin. Now, a lot of guys do like to throw little miniature fixed blades in there. I think CRKT makes one designed to actually fit into a tin. Now, it's not a bad way to go. It's probably going to be a little more sturdy of a knife, but personally, I'd like something that's going to fill up my hand a little better, and you have a little more utility with all the different options there. Yes, it's not a fixed blade. No, it's not a locking blade, but in a pinch, it'll work. And then finally, we have two fish hooks in there with the weights already put in place. And yeah, you're probably not going to catch much, but hey, it's a freaking survival tin. It's really more see what you can fit in there and just have a little fun in the process. But for a fun little project to see how much you can fit into one of these little tins, just try making your own. See what you can do, post the results, and compare who did the best.